Alright, this is probably my most controversial video yet. I'm doing a video on the Universe Galvatron, both the Hasbro version and the Henkei version. As you're watching this video, you're probably asking, why the hell would somebody spend a lot of money on a figure that sucks? Well, first off, I did not spend that much money. Deluxes here in Manila are sold at about $14. That's the regular price for any deluxe figure. I got him for $14. I also got him for $14. Amazingly, a Henkei figure for $14. He was on clearance. Apparently, nobody wanted to buy him. I wonder why. I did get him at a toy convention, and he was retailing for $16, and the guy selling it said, "Oh, you can have it at $14." So I went ahead and bought him. Now, here he is. Well, let me first say that here he is with the Cyclonuses, with their Cyclonus counterpart, the Universe side and the Henkei side. I think they look great. Part of the reason I wanted to get the Galvatron, the Henkei Galvatron, was so I could have him with the Henkei Cyclonus, because I think they look good together. Cyclonus, we're not going to talk about him. Hands down, the best figure in the Universe Deluxe line. The Galvatrons, however, a lot has been said about how crappy the figure is. I mean, the transformation is so difficult, the colors don't make sense, the size is way off scale. It should have been a Voyager or a Leader, and the design of being a tank shouldn't have been the case. It should have been a cannon, blah blah blah, whatnot, and this and that. So we're not going to dwell into that. We're going to talk about a lot of the positives of this figure, because I personally believe there are some positives about this figure which is worth getting. I probably belong to the less than 1% of the Transformers community that actually do like Galvatron, because I believe he's the most misunderstood figure of 2008. So, let me just put the Cyclonuses aside, because, I mean, they do look good together. One last shot at them together. Sorry, off to a bad start, I see. Okay, let me show you the Henkei side. Wonderful. Some people don't like this purple, but I personally like it. I don't know why, but I like the Henkei purple. And then the Universe purple. Very nice. Very nice. They do look good together. Okay, on with the review. Just put away Cyclonus. Okay. Sorry about the ambient noise. The neighbor's dog is barking like mad. Let me just put the two Galvatrons together. Okay. Oh, sorry, let me just show you the packaging. Packaging is just awesome. Look at this art. That's not the reflection. That really is how bright the color is. He's holding an Energon cube. It's a wonderful, wonderful concept art on the box. And it is a Henkei figure, so it will come with a trading card and instructions in Japanese. Very nice. He's D06. Destron 06 instead of Decepticons. Very nice. Let me just put that to the side. Okay. Let me talk about the figures first in bot mode. Okay. In my opinion, this figure is a good display piece. I mean, it may not be playability-wise the best figure in the line, but as a display piece on your shelf, on your Universe shelf or Henkei shelf, it is fantastic. I mean, the bot mode is just great. I mean, well, I did some modifications on the transformation, just a tad bit. I mean, I erased his backpack so they look like thrusters or cannons or whatnot. And the thing to do when you transform him is do not lock this piece into place. because you will fix his shoulders. You keep it loose, just move it forward, and that way you'll have a lot of articulation in and out, up and down, rotate. You can rotate the arm. There's a whole range of articulation if you do not lock it. I think the guys at Hasbro and Henkei and Takara made a flaw, an engineering flaw or mistake on how that shoulder should have locked in. Um, okay, and if you don't keep it locked, it just makes for great posability. So big differences are obviously the colors. This is a darker violet, this is more purple. The gray here is lighter. Silver is the same, but this one is a darker gray. The head mold, I would have to go with the Galvatron for the Hasbro version of the Galvatron. It has a silver face with good light piping. This one just has a gray molded face with light. I wish they would have made it silver. Chrome. This guy has just tremendous amount of chrome on him. I mean, just look at him. My pose doesn't actually show off his chrome, but just look at the amount of chrome this guy has. Amazing. I mean, oh, his cannon is also painted a little bit of metallic silver here, whereas well, I think he's also painted metallic silver. I'm not sure. Yes, he is. Both of them are. Fantastic colors on both figures. Body-wise, this guy has better colors. Face-wise, he has a better color, obviously. Abdominal colors, he has a metallic red. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but he does have a metallic red here. He has a plain matte finish red right there. I don't know if anybody has ever thought of posing Galvatron this way, but I certainly see him posed this way, especially in the comic books. I've checked YouTube. Apparently nobody wants to review this figure, especially the Henkei version, but it is a fantastic display piece. And I will say this, a lot of the people who actually hate this figure are the ones who have actually not figured out the best way on how to transform him. So if you figure it out, I mean, it's a pretty cool figure, in my opinion. Well, I guess that says a lot. If the figure requires a lot of thought and figuring out how to transform, then it probably doesn't make for a good figure. But again, if you do figure it out, a good way to transform him, your own style, of course, it does make for a good figure, apart from a good display piece, a good play figure. And you get to appreciate the engineering that has been put on this figure. Albeit a bit too much, too involved, it still is a wonderful figure. So, before I close part 1, part 2 will show transformation. Just have a quick look at this figure in bot mode. So, let me just give each one their turn. Starting with the Henkei. Just wonderful, wonderful. I mean, you can do so much with this figure as soon as you figure out how things go, how best to use his joints and articulation to the best of this figure's engineering can allow it. So here's the Hasbro. A lot of people have already seen this, so let's not dwell too much on the Hasbro version. Very nice. I think they're pretty awesome as display pieces. So there you have him, Universe Galvatron, both Hasbro and Henkei version in bot mode. Stay tuned for part 2.